application for the bottle store at Taupiri. Now, before we go any further, Dr. Cameron will put something to the applicant's counsel. Thank you.
Ms. Kaur, the committee does have some concerns around single sales of alcohol, and I think that that's become clear through the hearing. And in your submissions in paragraph 11, you had suggested the wording of a condition on single sales. There will be no single sales of beers, RTDs or shots except craft beers. If the committee is minded to grant the application, we would be imposing a condition like that on the license. But we are concerned about whether that particular wording is really enforceable, because craft beers are not defined anywhere in the Act. As far as we know, craft beers is not defined in case law either in a specific way that would make that condition easily enforceable. And so we're not sure how to word an alternative condition that would satisfy the committee. And so we've just been discussing it in the breakout room about whether a condition that explicitly mentions a size of vessel, minimum size of vessel for single serves, although the committee is concerned then that large serves could still be sold relatively cheaply, and so that's not quite, I think, the intent of what you're suggesting, nor the intent of what the committee wants, or whether a condition that explicitly puts a minimum price for single sales, whether that might be an alternative. So I wondered whether you had any comment in relation to that.
Thank you. I can discuss this with my client if that would be allowed, and then get some ideas how it would work for him as operational wise, because he'll be the one to operate the store. So he needs to understand how he can do it or he can't do it. And then maybe we can propose some wording. We would be happy to go out in a breakout room if possible.
Oh, Mr. Democracy, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Are you able to put them into a separate breakout room into which the committee goes?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we'll give you 5 minutes and we'll just take an adjournment for 5 minutes. It'll allow the committee to go and get a cup of tea. All right. So sorry about this, but we'll hopefully wrap up shortly. So 5 minutes. Thank you. Right, Ms. Cow.
Thank you, sir. Member Cameron, so we have discussed, Mr. Mann and and I think we taking guidance from authorities' recent decision in St. Joseph School, Pleasant Point, and Sing Trading 2016 Limited. It is a 2021 decision and it has only recently come out. And in that particular case, the applicant proposed the condition that the wording was the applicant will not make single sales of any beer, cider, or RTD of $6 value or under per unit. This value enables the applicant to make single sales of bottles of craft beer. And at paragraph 153, the authority agreed that such a condition is appropriate to help ensure the amenity and goodwill of the locality and the object of the Act is maintained insofar as this condition will do so. So that's something that we can propose to the committee, or otherwise we welcome to get the feedback from the committee as what it sees appropriate.
I believe that decision was attached to your
I think, yes.
Your
Yes.
submissions, wasn't
Yes. So it's paragraph 152 and 153 of that decision I was looking at.
So can we just clarify which set of submissions we're talking about? So what was the
My opening submissions.
your original submissions? Thank you.
Yes.
Which we heard yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, got it. Thank you. So, well, that covers that. So there's no other matters for the committee. And so now I will close the hearing and reserve our decision. We will release it as soon as we can. Just bear with us, please. We have 9 hearings to undertake. There's been a proliferation of opposition in recent times. Thank you, Ministry of Health and Police and others. And that's not a slight on anybody, please. But we do have a considerable workload ahead of us. Dr. Cameron and I will be sharing the workload and writing these decisions, and we'll get them out as quickly as we can. But we are promising no timeframes at the moment. We will undertake a site visit before deliberating or concluding our deliberations anyway, and we'll undertake that as soon as we can. But at the moment, that won't be until probably the middle of next week. And if the COVID situation on Te Amutu with the wastewater deteriorates, well, then we may find ourselves still in lockdown. So please just bear in mind, I appreciate your commercial issues, Mr. Mann, but the committee can only do its best in the circumstances, as we're all trying to do. So I appreciate that we'll get this out as soon as we can. Is there any final questions before I close the hearing?
No, sir.
All right, thank you for your participation. This is only our second attempt at this on the same hearing. I understand there's not many have taken this up across the country, but for business to continue, we need to do this. So I think we'll be seeing more of you in this format. So thank you very much for your time, and we will get this out as soon as we can. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
So the committee will just stay online. Thank you.